Hello friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I thought I'd share with you a lax chat and flip through and update in my Hobonichi weeks for 2025. So if you're interested in checking out how the weekly spreads have been going, how I've been using and keeping up with my notes section, please stick around. Thanks everyone. Before we get right into it today, I of course want to take this quick moment to thank you all so very much for taking the time to join me today. As always, if you enjoyed this video, I would so very much appreciate it if you let me know by giving the video a thumbs up and making sure you're subscribed. Alrighty friends, so before we get into the weekly section of this, or the weekly spreads Hobonichi portion of this video, I did want to share with you all a thing that I'm kind of proud of. Okay, so I have struggled for probably 10 years of my life to keep track of the recipes that I have enjoyed and like vetted, enjoyed, and things like that. So I wanted to share with you all, I found a way to reuse something I already had, which is one of these Simply Gilded sticker albums, the minis. I think it's the mini, I don't know, that I think I got in either an advent calendar or mystery pack. I have so many of these and I honestly struggle to use them because they're pretty small. What I had been using them for is either the Simply Gilded stickers that obviously fit well in here, or my DIY planner stickers, which kind of fit in here, depending on like which part, or like the earlier ones were bigger, then I started making them like business card size. Anyways, long story short, I hadn't had a good way to use these sticker albums until right now. So I just wanted to share with you all, I very simply paired this album that I had with my Midori grid block, paper block that I got off Amazon. Super affordable, my favorite paper right now. I keep this on my desk to take notes for like work when I'm on calls and I have like to-dos or notes that I need to just jot down and throw away after I transfer it into my bullet journal. Anyway, so that's really handy. I also use this to do like pen swatches when I'm trying to figure out which one of my brush pens or my liners match the theme for the week. Although the coloring is and the type of paper is a little off, it gets the point across. I paired it with my two very favorite Energel Clena pens. I have the 0.4 and the 0.3, and you can see that here. So I'll share that with you. Set this aside. And so I use the 0.4 for the header here, just to write it in like a scripty font, and then I use the 0.3 to write, sorry for the glare, to write the dry ingredients on the left and the wet ingredients on the right. So one thing I love about this is there have been times, and let me know down in the comment section if you can relate, there have been times where I've lost signal or my phone's dead, whatever, usually when I've lost signal and power, that I just don't have access to the internet and I can't reach my recipes, which is so annoying because for someone who writes everything down, that's like the worst thing, right? You're trying to be self-sufficient on a farm and you can't even remember the simple waffle recipe, and not only that, you didn't write it down. So in this case, I'm trying to write down my favorite recipes. Sometimes there's some flops, so I definitely vet them first before I put them in. I made this recipe like 100 times before I put it in here, which is another story. Like, why do I not remember the recipe after making it 100 times? But whatever. So this is one of my favorite recipes. I think I might have shared it with you before. If not, I also wanted to share. I think I have. It was in one of my weekly spreads here. But the other thing too is I kind of eyeball a lot of things. I don't follow recipes from the internet very well, and it's good and it's bad. I'd like to remember what I changed. So in this case, I have the recipe because it's just my husband and I. So I also have here my very, very favorite recipe for biscuits, and you can see here I just used a very simple bullet, kind of like bullet journal method, and used a dot to mark, in bolded lettering, to mark what I need to preheat the oven at and for roughly how long it needs to be in the oven for. So here I just used my Kurutoga mechanical pencil to write in about how long it needs to be in for, with the hope that over time I might adjust that I guess timing in there. So anyways, this video is not meant to be about this, but I did want to share that with you all. Let me know if you enjoy that because I am so proud That sounds so silly, but I am so proud of that. And the other thing too about it is that I don't really mind if it gets dirty, and it kind of keeps for the most part, keeps the paper like protected in these sleeves. So alrighty, so I don't actually know where I left off. I actually forgot. So this is the spread that I'm pretty sure I shared with you all, where I started writing the recipe in this planner. And so now I won't have to do that anymore. But so happy to share that with you all. If you guys try this recipe, let me know if you like it, because I love this. I literally make this like every other day. Okay, so this is how the next spread ended up. I think this is where we left off. We were probably midway through the week. You can see here I did a pretty good job keeping up with the habit tracker. I don't know, I think if I haven't shared with you all this very embarrassing fact, in 2025 I've been starting to, I think I started in 24, starting to track this habit of cleaning something every day, and it has worked out really well for me. So if you guys like, it's not that I'm dirty, it's just realizing, so after I got sick, I realized that I needed to break things up into smaller tasks. I have difficulty breathing, I guess we call it shortness of breath. And so sometimes it's difficult for me to like get up, walk to a place, and then I run out of breath. So what I found is that if I break everything up in my day into smaller tasks, it's been a lot more manageable and easier for me to, I guess, finish. And so I really have been loving this habit of cleaning something. So try it out if you don't already, or if you're like me and need a little reminder every day. So for example, I'll be sitting here and it'll be like Monday afternoon after work, and I'd be trying to fill in my spread and realize that I hadn't cleaned something. So it will signal to me to spend like 5, maybe 15 minutes max to go to the bathroom, and this is what I need to do actually today, and vacuum, just vacuum. And then the next day I'll go in and I'll clean the toilet. And then the next day I'll do the sink. And then overall in the week, I have cleaned the bathroom. So that's been really helpful for me. You can see this week I have been very naughty. And so I will put myself out there. Also sharing with you all in this spread, I use my Tombow 772. I think I got this off Amazon as part of the Cottage Core Tombow dual brush pen set. If I could go back in time, guys, this would be the set that I would buy. I mean, it just really speaks to a lot. Like, I wish I could go back and buy a lot of the markers that I bought. If I had to, I would buy this one. So for today, I did definitely do laundry. So this is kind of how I do it. And I will be cleaning something that I will. Today I am working on YouTube videos. Quite honestly, I worked on YouTube videos probably every day of this week. So let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, I went to work. I tried that day and failed. So that really sucks. I haven't organized my master, so this is just like the way I go with updating my planner. All right, so going back to here, so I had this Get It Done sticker that I made back in the day when I had my silhouette out back in New York City. So really loving using that, marking it off. You can see here we didn't order the pork meat, and so I'm just gonna mark here with my pen. I actually migrated it to the following week. My husband was in charge of that, so he did not order them. He was honestly waiting for me, and we were waiting to get a freezer. We didn't have enough freezer space last time, so we ordered a laughably small amount of pork. So when we put in our like butchering order, the guy was like, "That's it." And we're like, should we have? We're still learning all of these things, and it's so funny. Our community is so great in taking us under their wing. So this time we reached out to a friend and a community neighbor and asked how much we should be ordering, and she shared how much she orders for her family, and kind of base it off that. We bought a new freezer. Like, it's so crazy. Anyways, you can see here, so it's the major events in the week. So my husband, so silly, major event. I went to a P.O. box. My husband went to a P.O. box to pick up our packages. We've been getting a lot of snow. I am so proud of myself, not this week, this is a bad example, of being able to, or training myself to keep up with the weather during the week. So this is just signifying that it was very windy or sunny and windy. So over here I'm slacking on Saturday. I need to go in and after this video and check what the temperature highs and lows are. I had a little hard time fitting it in because of the sticker. I had a little bit of space to journal here about my folding pottery burn table. So anyways, lots of fun. Really love, honestly miss these Sticky Club stickers, but you know, we'll see how it goes. So I traded the Sticky Club sticker subscription for the Sterling Ink sticker subscription. And while I do very much enjoy the aesthetic, it is a lot of the same stickers every month. And so I might change it up and go back to the Sticky Club, or I was filming a flip through of my Hobonichi A6 HON daily just before this video, and in doing that and talking to you all, I have reflected and realized that the costs I could afford, for the cost of the Sterling Ink monthly, I could afford both the Simply Gilded and the Sticky Club. So that's definitely something to consider if you guys are, yeah. So, I mean, they're completely different though, so I might have to look into that. Not to mention that I also have FabFitFun, which I really don't need. So anyways. This is terrible. It's a very embarrassing video, but thank you all for not judging me. So over here you can see I use my Zig Clean color dot marker, which I don't have in reach right now, in the fawn color to mark the days I'm in the office, which I've been doing throughout the year. I've been doing that for a couple years now, honestly, and I've been loving it. The only thing I don't love about it is I forget to bring that marker with me on the go. But that's me. I just need to train myself. You can see here I've been using a lot of my Happy Planner stickers, as well as Simply Gilded and Sterling Ink to set up these spreads. So as mentioned earlier, I was using my brush pen to just create a background here. Also, I've been using a lot of my Fude hard tip, soft tip brush pens that I got off Amazon that I absolutely love. And surprisingly, which I don't have it within, well, actually I do. I have within reach here, is my very favorite Uni Jetstream pen in the 0.38. You can see this here. This was also from Amazon. I ditched this pen for like a year or two and rediscovered it in my stash after my move. And I've been loving it. The only thing I've not been loving is that about one time a week, I poke through this paper with this pen because it's so like fine tipped, especially when the writing board is not perfectly aligned with the center here. So it's usually around the binding here that I have that issue. So it's been kind of annoying, and part of the reason I'm debating abandoning Hobonichi in 2026, but we'll see. So anyways, yesterday I contemplated heavily whether or not we were going to get sheep, and I think the answer is yes. Sorry. And so really excited about that. You can see still tracking. So I used this plus my Hobonichi Basic to sketch out 5 check boxes or so in a day. So this is, you know what, I'll just show you what I do, because I have to do that for these days here. And I will say it's kind of hard because the camera's in the way. And once again, I made the mistake of not moving my writing board over, but that's okay. Sometimes if I know that we have like a major event here, or like here, or here, or anyways, I will sketch in less checkboxes, so you'll see that here. So sometimes, especially when I'm going into the office, I know that I won't get to anything, so you'll see that here. I actually, I don't, yeah, anyways. I'm just laughing because I wrote a note to myself before I went to my very first livestock auction not to buy a pony, and I was like this close to buying a pony. But anyways, I did not buy that pony. So we were tracking our meals here. So for Saturday, for example, I need to go and backfill this actually. So I am going to pick a pen. What's this? And write what we had for dinner. We went to one of our favorite restaurants for date night, and then this morning, I made French toast. So, not really loving how I did that, but that's okay. This is typically not how I do it. But just don't want to forget. So I made French toast. I think we're gonna have chicken stew tonight. Okay. And then that's, let's see, is that it? Yep. And then so I have this sticker here. It says Coke Ave. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, this is so terrible. I should just avoid using that the name. Anyways, I'm making rooster stew today because my husband is in the process of processing my rooster. And so yeah. And over here, I could check some things off. So I did set up the freezer. After today, he is processing Lavar, so I'm going to check that off. I am going to take a look at what I need to get done today and just fill that out while I have you guys here with me. So this turns into a plan with me. Thank you for sticking around. I do have my very favorite little clip here that I got off Amazon. You can get them anywhere. I think they're called bull nose clips. But I think the pricing is best on Amazon. I used to buy them from Michael's. I didn't realize that earlier. So process Lavar. The chickens are very quiet right now, which is kind of interesting. Usually they have like the egg laying song. Or apparently it's when they're freaking out because, so anyways, set up freezer. I'm gonna do laundry. So these are all things that I've already done. I'm gonna check them off. And then I need to make Tony's gift. I'm hoping to etch a couple of glasses for him, and we were going around all over to find etchable glasses. It's unbelievable. Home Goods, guys. Home Goods is the place to go. And let's see. I also want to, this is like, okay, I'm gonna write film and post. I was going to write, so I have another task on here, so I gotta put it up here. Make Debs. So now that I've settled in, I've been really trying to focus on making beautiful things for the ones that I love, the people around us. And so slowly over time, like living out on a farm in a homestead, you realize how much, like, it's so interesting that your goal is self-sufficiency, but you realize also how much reliance there is on community and how helpful people are. So just trying to give back to the people that have been so supportive of us in this move and this new stage in our lives. So let's see. So processing Lavar, done. Setting up freezer, laundry, and filming and posting. Just mark those things off, and then I really hope to get to that. So anyways, long story short, I've been trying really hard to go back to my roots and my interests. So I love crafting and crafting for the people around me, the ones I love. So that's been really great. But I have this huge laundry list of things that I need to get done. I'm so behind. I'm still making holiday towels, which is just so embarrassing. But anyways, friends, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking around. I forgot that I also set up the following week here. So if you're interested in seeing this, yeah, I just went ahead and used some more of my Tombow brush pens and threw some Sticky Club stickers that I absolutely love. It's so cold out, so this upcoming week is going to be below freezing. I'm really worried about all the animals on the farm, speaking of the farm. And then we're gonna go visit some people this upcoming weekend. And anyways, so long story short, that I'm going on a business trip. That's how I should use my Zig Clean Color dot marker to mark the days that I'm in the office, which is like all the days this week. Anyways, friends, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, friends.